Gather round, for I only tell a fable once. This be the tale of pirates, so legendary that those who sail the 12 seas still revere their names.
A warlock of the Unseelie Court, Wikipedia Weatherby.
A swashbuckler on the run, Kildak of Flan.
And a warrior on a quest to reclaim her scepter, Tana the Fierce.
Avast ye for the Gilded Voyage. Ahoy, me hearties, and welcome back to the Four Rings Inn.
Woo!
We come back to our pirates after a little shopping spree in Red Rat Bay. After accepting the quest from Tonka Pick to steal from the Oor Rachen some old friends from Hangman's Cove, the crew sets out to do their shopping business to get ready for the night, and we find them after their short rest in La Hopital in the early afternoon is where we'll meet our beloved pirates. So we'll move then into La Hopital, into the room they were originally slated for. All the furniture moved out of the first bedroom and the second bedroom, beautifully decorated by Wikipedia, with the exception of the drawers and the blankets and the pillows that are being thrown about and strewn all over. We'll throw it back to our players.
Wikipedia. Time to get up. Come on. Wake up, Wikipedia.
Ready? Oh my goodness.
We got shit to do today.
Shit to do. Oh boy. So speaking of what kind of shit do we have to do? So what are we doing tonight?
So, tonight we have to steal that thing off that boat.
The thing off the boat.
Uh-huh.
God.
We know the name of the boat, we don't know the name of the thing.
That's gonna be tough, finding something that we don't even know what that something is.
I can't believe you guys didn't. Did you even ask?
Yeah, she said she didn't know.
She didn't know.
What do you take me for?
It's kind of a we'll know it when we see it kind of situation. I just hope we see it.
Don't pirates have like they might have a lot of treasure. Are we just taking all of it? But then what are we giving to the smugglers? Like, if we find a chest with 20,000 gold in it, I'm not offering that up. You know what I mean?
No, that doesn't make any sense. No, that's ours.
But
if
what
we
if
find
there could be multiple items that look cool, could possibly be this thing, and we only want to offer up the right one.
That's true.
But so, you're right. But at the same time, if it's the wrong one, we're still gonna get paid for it. For example, say we board the Oor Rachen, and they have a small collection of gilded sea bear skulls. That is of no use to us. If someone is willing to pay us any money for that, I don't really care if we offer that and it's not the right thing.
So what's the game plan for tonight then? If we're ransacking their entire ship and there's guards, I know she said she was gonna distract the guards, but we don't know this bitch, and I don't know if we should take her word on everything. That guards are gonna be completely gone.
Kill them all. That's the only solution.
No.
The entire guard?
No, the entire Rachen.
Why would we kill the Oor Rachen people?
So we have as much time to loot as we want.
That doesn't feel like there's a difference between accepting
more of
this job.
A stealth mission, Kildak. You know, like all the rogue stuff we've been practicing.
Okay.
Probably go in quietly.
Kill them quietly?
Yes.
Wikipedia, you're good with killing all of these people?
No, it was joking. We're gonna go quietly, right, Kildak? We're gonna steal
I'm all
it.
for
This is
quietly.
a heist mission.
A heist.
Heist.
But Oor Rachen isn't very big. Where are we
I
supposed
don't
to
think
hide?
we can afford to get into a fight with these people because it's not really like just like a ship combat, like pirate versus pirate. We got a whole island of guards here that will arrest all of us if they catch any suspicious behavior.
You're right. Also, there's only us three, and I'm sure they have at least 20 to 30 men on that ship.
I still want to find Marcus. This is
Okay,
his
well, that puts us at 4.
area-ish, even if he's not from here or whatever. Like, I feel like he could be helpful in this situation. We should have told
makes
him
sense
to
to
not
me.
fucking go places without us knowing. What was the point of him coming if he's not going to be any use to us?
I mean, he can't be that hard to find.
Yeah.
Does someone want to go look for him?
What else are we doing?
Well, I think someone should probably go stake out the shipyard to see if we can get any extra information on when they're coming into dock, or if anyone knows like who their new captain is, considering our last encounter with them.
I can do that, I guess, since I killed the last captain.
And what do you want me to do?
I don't know. I
Well,
wish we knew what we were getting.
yeah, since we don't know what we're getting, and the plan is to get just everything, maybe you can find something that can magically hold all of our shit.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Go back into town, do some more shopping.
What if
Go
the
look
thing
around.
is the ship?
Oh my.
You think the
That's worth
governor
20,000
ordered for a
gold.
pirate ship when the...
He hit. Maybe. He lives in a port town. That'd be cool. Like, and then he could like put it in dry dock and turn it into a restaurant. That's a vibe.
That's what you think a red wizard wants to do with their free time?
It's
The
not a red
governor?
wizard. It's-
Like, he has a job already. He has a
just a
big-ass
governor.
house.
Is he a red wizard too? He's just a governor.
Just about everyone here is a red wizard. Everyone in power. This whole fucking town is run by the red wizards. You really think they wouldn't put the person in charge not to be a red wizard?
Yeah, I think they just put some like non-figure wingler stuff person. Like
Who's
then
also
he can't.
ordering
Then he
really
can't rise
weird
up.
finger-wiggling type things behind everyone's backs.
Yeah, like he can't finger wiggler.
Okay, so tonight we Kildak will stake out the lay of the land. We're waiting for them to get here and dock. Are we gonna let some of the crew like leave? Like, if some of the crew start leaving the ship and we don't see anything on them, we let them walk away so that way it's less people to deal with? Or
it could
the
just be in their
second they're
pocket.
secured to the dock, we're jumping on?
Oh my god, what if it's in someone's pocket? How are we ever gonna find it?
I mean,
Oh my god, it could be huge. It
If
could
it's
be
big-
tiny.
if it's small enough to fit in someone's pocket, it's probably to be worth 20,000 gold. It's gonna have to be magical, right? If it's gonna be real small and fit in someone's pocket and be worth 20,000 gold, it means it's gonna be a magical item, and I can tell
Probably.
if something's magical. So I could
Oh.
That
Okay.
makes sense. Makes sense.
I could watch people as they leave magical stuff. But as long as no one does, then once they're secured, see if anyone leaves. Sneaky people, go on the ship. You two are gonna try to sneak in?
Yeah.
I
My
hope so.
thing is not being sneaky.
worst case scenario, I got that fire thing. So
Oh. Can we
I
even
said
control
worst.
that?
Kildak,
Worst case scenario. Worst case.
do not do that fire thing if you can be seen. If you're on the top deck of a ship, you can't do that fire thing because you already alerted the guards earlier today. The second you do fire at the dark nighttime, the guards are coming for us. The second a loud gun is shot, a cannon is set off.
They're not coming for us. They're coming for the Oor Rachen.
But the fire thing, they know is connected to Kildak.
Not
Other
if they
people
don't
can
see
do fire
it.
magic.
Other people could do fire.
Just saying, if they ran into one person who was fucking around with fire magic in front of everyone, and then there's a pirate ship who's claiming that they were boarded by people doing fire magic.
He doesn't know what I look like. I just got one of those faces. I just blend in with the crowd.
Yeah. Being one of the three
A
dwarfs
dwarf
on
on
this
the
island.
There's got to be other
Right,
dwarfs
Ed
on this
Beaver.
island with one eye and one arm.
Who have magic fire abilities. Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
totally.
Uh-huh. If you guys need help, I'll wait outside of the ship and I can come on and board. Or if you guys just immediately get arrested, I can be a backup plan to get you out of jail.
Out of jail. Sounds good.
Okay.
Where do you think jail is?
On the island.
But what if it's not? Anyways, we'll figure that out later.
Let's hope you don't get caught. Alright. I'm gonna go look for Marcus. Who knows how long it's gonna take to find him in this whole fucking city.
I'm gonna go back
if
to the
he's
shop.
in the city.
Are we meeting on the docks when we're done? Because Kildak's going straight there, or are we coming back to this room before sun sets?
I think we meet back at the docks. The shops are pretty close to the docks, right? Aren't they just right along the docks?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Do we want to meet at Morton's?
I think at Morton's.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll just meet at Morton's.
Alright. Break team. And I walk out.
Good luck.
Go team.
Sweet. Perfect. Cool. Let's start. As the gang disbands and the party splits, a DM's favorite thing to hear.
We've never split before like this.
No.
Yeah.
Not quite like this.
I will say, Tawny. Let's start with Tawny first, because Tawny is the first one to leave after the gang breaks. I'll let you roll any stat that you would like, if you can justify it and how you're using it to find Marcus. While you're making that roll, Kildak and Wikipede, since both of you, Kildak, you're going to stake out the docks, correct?
Yes.
And Wikipede, your goal is to look for the something to carry all this stuff with.
Yes.
Cool. So you both have a minute as you're walking from La Hopital to the docks, where it's just the two of you for a little bit, if there's anything you'd want to say to each other before you divert into your own spots.
I'll be honest
luck.
with you. I'm a little
Oh.
nervous.
You're nervous?
A little bit.
What are you nervous about?
I'm not really that sneaky.
You've been talking up your sneak all weekend. What are you talking about?
I know, but like, I feel I am sneaky. You know, I'm sneaky. I'm awesome. But like,
You know all
at the
those-
same
the
time, I feel like
codes and how to talk to people. We got into that room with Tonka.
every time I feel like I'm sneaking, I feel like I'm just not sneaky enough. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'm worried over nothing.
Yeah. We got this, because we're going in together. You're not going in
Yeah.
alone. We're going in together.
True.
All right, we can
Well,
do it together.
We got this. We got
Yeah.
this.
I'll watch your back and you'll watch mine.
Sounds good.
We'll be good.
Okay. Okay. Good luck.
Good luck.
Perfect. The halfling and the dwarf go separate ways. Kildek towards the dock proper, where the boats are, and P more towards the shops and where the people are. Tawny, what stat did you choose to roll?
Okay.
Talk to me about it.
As someone who's been around Marcus a decent amount,
Sure.
would I know any like magical object that he like keeps on him?
His tail. That thing isn't natural.
That thing is unnatural. You would know
Oh my god.
that he has, just from looking at him, his sword is very unique. It's very ornate. You would assume it's magical, but you don't know what it does, but you assume his sword is magical. He also has an earring that you take to also be magical in some way.
So, in that case, could I pair up my detect magic, which I know has a shortened range, but detect magic paired with an arcana check to try to like sleuth out as I move through, obviously like the busier, more populated areas, trying to find him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hit me with that arcana check.
All right. I rolled
Oh
a
no,
2.
come on.
A 2,
Oh.
So 6.
a 6. Okay.
Oh wait, no, 8. I have a plus 6.
Hey,
Still not-
that is better than a 2. It takes Tawny a while. Tawny, you go throughout town. What's the first spot that you look for Marcus? Like if you think Marcus is gonna be up to anywhere, where do you start?
I'm starting at Morton's because it's the
Okay.
pirate base with rum, and I
Sure.
am looking to see if that's where he would be.
Smart. You start at Morton's, you ask around. Marcus was there the night prior. He filled up his flask before hitting La Hopital, but not there today. Yeah, anywhere else that you would think to look for Marcus?
Busy areas like a cafe or something like that, trying to like see if I can just like catch him somewhere.
Yeah, you go poking around. You're looking. You kind of like move closer to the docks to see if you can find him there. You make it over to the cafe. You don't find Marcus. Your detect magic doesn't pop anything up, but you do see sitting at one of the booths who makes eye contact with you and waves at you is the blonde-haired girl from last night.
Right.
Who else would it be?
You're far enough across the cafe that like if you dip, it's not crazy. But like both of you have made eye contact. She has waved, and so you're in that spot where you're like, I could just say I have stuff to do and just get out of here, but she does.
John, what's the population of this town?
Couple hundred.
Oh. Okay.
Hi.
Why? What are you thinking? That's
I don't know.
big or small?
That's small. A couple hundred people? I can picture a couple hundred people.
Okay.
I would say living in Red Rat Bay, there's probably between like 400 and 500 people. With the addition of the amount of like sailors and merchants that flow in, it probably fluxes to like a little over 1,000 in a
It's
day.
an
Wow.
island. This is fantasy times.
Crazy. Okay.
It's not huge.
Anyways, sorry. Continue.
Yeah.
Hi. And I go over
Yeah.
because I feel a little trapped.
You scoot over and she's like, "Oh my god, you showed up!" I didn't think you were gonna come. You left so early this morning.
You know, I didn't know if I was gonna come either.
That's not what you said last night.
Oh,
No.
Tony, do you even remember her name?
Oh, I'm pretty sure we didn't learn it.
Never
Does
asked.
Tony know her name?
No. Not at all.
Oh no.
You know, I am quite busy today.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't want to hold you up. I was surprised that you showed up.
Yeah, do you know? I mean, because you live here and whatever. His name's Marcus. He's like a tiefling, like red skin, really annoying accent. Because I was supposed to find him, and it's been a real bitch and a half. He dated the captain of the guard here.
Oh my god. That's the guy you're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I didn't realize he was back in town. It was a nasty breakup a couple years ago. That was before Aloran was captain of the guard. Aloran, sweet lady. Little stiff, but she's sweet. But yeah, she was a different lady before that breakup. You know, she was fun, she was happy, and then let's just say Marcus left a bad taste in her mouth for pirates.
Well, I hate him even more now hearing that.
Yeah. No, I'd imagine that if he was out here, he'd be keeping a low profile. If Aloran ever saw him, she'd arrest him on the spot just for the way he looked at her.
Probably well deserved.
This girl's accent changed like 4 times in the last 2 sentences.
I'd like to see him get arrested, but I need him tonight. Where would you go to keep a low profile around here?
If I was trying to keep a low profile, I would, let's see, bright red tiefling like him. I would either stay by the docks to see if he can blend in with the crowd, or maybe at La Hôpital. There's a pretty big crowds there. The day it's pretty dead, but the guards don't go over there too often just because there's no reason to.
And what if you were a little stupid?
I mean, I know the beach is like a big tourist attraction. Like all the people, especially from, like the Sword Coast that come by, like they'll come to the beach. They say that the water, there's nothing like warm water is what they say. And so they'll go suntan by the beach. There's a lot of tourists by the beach. Not many people that know his history with the captain. So, but you're kind of way out in the open. So I don't think that would be such a good idea if you're trying to lay low. But that's just me.
But he's not that bright. All right.
What are you doing with him tonight? Can I join?
With him? Nothing good. But
Okay.
maybe I'll swing by later.
That would be lovely. You know where I live. So.
I do. And I'm gonna give her a gold for her coffee. Be like, here, for your coffee. You've been such a help. Hopefully I can see you later tonight.
I would love that. You get up to leave with this information. Give me a perception check real quick. As you're moving around the cafe.
It's gonna
12.
be an empty 3-bed
12?
hotel.
You get you overhear 2 rumors as you are scooting your way out of the cafe. Sorry. As you scoot out of the cafe, you hear 2 rumors. First one is you hear that you overhear somebody talking about the Waterdeep Navy and how they heard the Waterdeep Navy is working with pirates. They're handing out letters of marque they're sailing side by side with pirate vessels. And you hear somebody else talking about the fact that the guards, they think the guards have been on edge recently because of attacks from the jungle, from orcs from the jungle have been attacking, and the guards are on edge about it. And then their other person rebuttals like, no, we actually haven't had like any orc attacks in the last like month or 2 months. Like, it's been a long time since an orc attack. And the person comes back and is like, oh, then why would the guard be like building up their defenses near the jungle and stuff? And they kind of go back and forth about that. And those are the two rumors that you overhear coming out of.
Ethwa wouldn't give me a letter of marque because I'm a pirate, and now the Navy's gonna fucking work with pirates? Okay. I'm going to the beaches to look for Marcus. I'm passing the dock, like, obviously the cafe's in the dock, so I'm, like, looking while I move, but I think he's stupid, and so if that's, like, where you might go, but, like, if you're a little stupid, that's where I'm going for him.
Cool. You make your way back across the docks, through town, and as you're approaching the Hospital, coming into it this time, you look down by the beach, and amongst a couple brightly colored umbrellas, some people have cloths laid on the ground, you see a bright red shape sunbathing with a couple people down there.
Yep. Walk over.
Cool. You make your way down to the beach. You see Marcus is lying there, sunbathing next to one human and a half-elf. Both of them are enthralled by his story that he's telling about how him and his fleet have to sail out soon, but he's here for one more night, so maybe he could swing something to bring something back from his next adventure, and he's like showing off his sword a little bit.
I'm gonna go loom like above him.
Enough where like does your shadow cover his his sun?
Absolutely. Marcus.
He like just lays onto his back and goes, Miss Tawny, what dastardly duty draws me away from these two lovely maidens?
Girls, believe me when I say this, anyone else here is better.
Give me a persuasion check for me. to really kill it for Marcus.
Oh fuck. I can't roll today. Okay, 10.
10. You didn't have to roll very high. They giggle at your insult. You see they both like grab their stuff and they get up and they start to leave, but they both do like wave goodbye to Marcus. They blow him a kiss. He waves to the girls as they go, and then kind of stands up, brushes the sand off himself, and goes, "Now, what'd you do that for? We had a good thing going.
Did you?
You were out doing your stuff. I was out doing my stuff. We weren't getting in each other's way."
Yes, but you should have checked in with us. You should have let us know where you were. We have a job tonight. Are you not a member of our fleet? You have shit to do. You're gonna take captain title? Then you need to make sure that us as captains know where you are for when things need to happen. If we had to flee last night because shit went down, we would have taken the carp and left your sorry ass behind if you don't let us know where you are.
Yeah, you tell him, Tawny.
You're grounded, young man.
Marcus rolls his eyes. He says something under his breath. Do you speak Infernal?
No.
By any chance?
No.
All right, yeah. He He mutters something under his breath, and goes, "My apologies, Miss Tawny. What can I do for the glorious captains of the depressed guppy?"
I have told you before, my name to you is Tana. Now, we have a job tonight at the docks to steal from the Oor Rachen 10,000 gold.
Oh. Interesting.
So,
Oor Rachen's coming to port.
some big delivery for the governor.
Can you give me an insight check real quick?
Yeah. Nope.
What?
Not one.
Gotta
We
get-
need to get you new dice.
You gotta get those bad rolls out of the way.
We need to get you new dice. These ones
Gotcha.
suck.
Cool. You mentioned the Oor Rachen and the governor, and he is surprised at that you of all people got a job to steal from the Oor Rachen and the governor. But you can see the gears turning in his mind, and he goes, "The Oor Rachen's coming to town. Wouldn't it be nice if we just, I don't know, what if we, hear me out, while we rob them, what if we make it a big spectacle, right?" At this point, he puts one hand around you and is trying to present his idea.
Nope.
What if we, mid-speech, just moves his arm off and just keeps going. What if we make it a big spectacle, right? All of the guards show up. We bring those dastardly pirates to justice. And then when, let's say, the captain of the guard shows up, we could say, "Hey, we did our job better than you. You should think about your life choices." That would be funny, wouldn't it? I would then I bet the guard would pay us.
Outside of this, we already are working with someone who's distracting the guards away, and if we make a big spectacle about this ship, then the governor is going to clearly know who has his fucking whatever that we're trying to steal.
I see.
This is
Now-
going to be a stealth mission.
Okay.
Get dressed so we can go to the docks and meet up with Kildak.
Marcus goes, "Fine. One question, just to make sure I do my pirate due diligence. You said that somebody offered us 10,000 gold pieces for this thing that we're stealing, correct?" Okay. How much did the governor offer for it? Yeah. Wait.
I wasn't there when. So, last night, I was getting laid. But Kildak and Wikipede had some meeting with Tonka Pick, I don't know, some dwarf pirate chick here, about this thing. It's her shit, and she gets real defensive about it when you talk about it, but it's her job that she's just splitting with us. So it's 20,000 in total to the smuggler dude, but we're getting 10 for actually doing the job, and she's gonna keep 10 for knowing about the job.
Sounds pretty steep. I feel like we could get a pretty good deal off the governor if we try to, say that some pirates are trying to steal this from their people, and we took it first, and then we can just, sell it to the
Let's
highest
wait
bidder.
and see what the item is. No matter what, we gotta get the shit tonight.
Deal. Yeah, I'll be. I'll just be hanging out here then on the beach. Oh nope.
No.
Oh.
Let's go.
Where are we going? Okay. Yeah, he goes. Are you telling him to meet you at the docks? Is that what you said? Or is it
Based
just
off
following
of how
you?
I rolled and the fact that you said that it took me a while to do it, he's coming with me
He's come with you.
to
Perfect.
the docks. I am not leaving his side, and I'm going to constantly sniff and hustle at him just because I don't like him.
Perfect. Because you asked about it previously, you now notice that aside from his sword and his earring, as he's putting his clothes back on, most of his body is covered in tattoos. Most of them are either like nautical themed, or like one of them is like a fiery dragon on one side. One of them, he has like some like infernal drawing of like a devil and like a pitchfork. But there is a set of tattoos on him that is like, whereas everything is like mostly for show, there is a set of tattoos that are like infernal sigils that look more magical. And you clock that as you see, like there is a part of it that is like, that's not for fun. That he got for a reason.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Cool. And then Tawny and Marcus have a lovely stroll back to the docks. While this adventure is happening, we swing over to Wikipedia. Wikipedia, walk me through your quest for something to hold this stuff.
I would like to search out for another magic shop that is not the Apothecary or Hallowitz. Hallowitz? Is that his name?
Howitz.
I don't want to go back to Howitz.
Cool.
I'm staying clear of Howitz. And I don't. The Apothecary didn't really have what we were looking for last time, and I feel like we passed some other stuff. I'd like to dip into one of those shops.
Wikipedia, you snake through the shops until you find a spot called the Premier Adventure. Premier Adventure has like signs on their little shop that they like sell magical items. They sell like magical adventuring gear. It's a little shop. It's one room. It's got 4 sides, but they're all half walls, and it's open to the outside. But it has like this little awning overhead, enclosed area. Inside of it, there are the shopkeep, and there's 2 teenagers currently like just browsing, like they're going to sifting through stuff. They're like picking up sticks and like pretending to sword fight with them. They're not like just regulars, like they're adventuring stuff, crowbars and
sticks struck by lightning.
Sticks? No, that's from the other shop. I want more sticks struck by lightning. And so that's kind of the vibe you get going into the store.
Can I roll an insight check on them?
Yeah, shoot.
I kind of want to see if they're teenagers in a shop, if they're looking to steal or anything. I did not roll very well. I only rolled a 5.
It looks like they're just trying to pass the time. Like they probably live here, and they're just trying to like have get through the afternoon. And so the shop has cool adventuring stuff, and it lets you when I'm an adventurer, when I grow up, I'm gonna use this crowbar, and I'm gonna do stuff. This is a lockpick, stuff like that.
All right. I'll just walk past them, when I grow up. And I'm gonna go up to any adult that looks like they work here or own the shop.
Sure. Yeah. You go up to the counter, and a man in like his late 30s kind of leans over. He goes, "Oh, hello, young lady. What can I do for you today?"
I am looking for a magical type of backpack, or something that I can put a lot of things in.
Well, you came to the right place. I have.
Awesome.
And he kind of goes by. He walks over, and in one of like these half walls, there are shelves, and pulls out 3 folded sacks. And he goes, "These are bags of holding. I have one in red, one in blue, and then one in brown that has like it's gilded in like gold, not real gold, but it has like gold, embroidery on it." And so I got these 3 bags of holding, pretty much that you can put as much as you want in them, and it just fills right up. As long as it fits in the hole, you can shove it right in, and it goes in there.
Very cool. How big is the bag itself?
It is probably a little smaller than a backpack. Let's see. It's roughly 2 feet in diameter at the mouth and 4 feet deep.
Oh, those are big. Those are big sacks.
Is it like stretchy canvas?
Stretchy canvas. So how much
2
do these
feet.
run for?
2 feet, rough diet.
That's chunky.
That has an interior space consuming. Okay.
Usually,
can
like,
Sizable
how it
bag. Holy
opens up.
shit, that's a sack.
Describe the inside or the outside. You that can hold to
I believe
500
the
pounds.
inside is technically larger. I believe as long as it fits the 2-foot opening,
Yeah.
it can hold up to like 500 pounds
Yeah.
of things.
You should put all 3 of those like inside each other.
That's how you break the system.
It's how you break something.
It does break something.
Awesome. How much do these run for?
Yes. They run for 500 gold apiece.
Ooh, 500 a piece?
Yes, ma'am. They're uncommon enchanted items. You can't find this anywhere. So
Anywhere. I don't want to say about that. I think I can find them somewhere else.
He's got 3.
You have 3 of them right here.
that's uncommon.
That's 3 in one shop in one place.
Yeah. What other shop you think is gonna have just sacks that just hold things in them?
Okay.
These are quality bags of holding, little miss. Give me, if you want to try to bargain them down, give me a persuasion check.
That is a nat 1, but with halfling luck, I'm gonna re-roll it.
There are no good rolls tonight.
And now I've gotten a 25.
There's the good roll.
There's the good roll. There's the 1. There it goes.
Yeah.
You, describe how you turn this nat 1 into a huge win.
So, what I'm thinking here is that 500 apiece is a lot. What if I give you 600 for 2 of them?
He thinks about it for a second and goes, you know what, little miss? For just to kick you off in your adventuring days, I could make that bargain happen. Everyone needs to start somewhere, so you can't start your adventure with lots of gold, right? You gotta start small and then get it as you adventure. So we can make that happen. I can do 2 for 600.
Awesome. And I'll take the blue one and the black and gold one, and I'll hand him my little coin purse that I do have 600 on my person.
Whew. You hand to him. He goes, thank you very much, little lady. Enjoy adventuring. Best of luck. Stay safe out there.
Thank you, sir. And I'll take them and I'll walk out, and I'll put one bag inside of the other bag.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Do they not do that?
You can do that.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That would Jake's face over there. I do want to put the rest of my money, though, that I didn't spend, though, in one of the bags.
Good job. Okay. You have acquired 2 bags of holding. Just to be clear, you do not put them together in each other. You're not doing that?
Nope.
Okay.
Guess not.
Cool. I'll give you 2 bags of holding. You almost killed everyone in the shop.
They explode?
No.
Maybe worse.
It causes a rift in the material plane.
Because you're putting one pocket dimension inside another.
Placing a bag of holding in an extra dimensional space or a similar item instantly destroys both items and opens a gate to the astral plane. The gate originates where the one item was placed inside the other. Any creature within 10 feet is sucked through it to a random location on the astral plane. Then the gate closes. The gate is one way only and cannot be reopened.
Wikipedia was about to have a
Bye,
whole
Wikipedia.
brand new adventure.
We'd be like, and Wikipedia's out of the game.
I wish the shopkeep would have told me these rules before he gave me these bags of holdings.
Shopkeep isn't an expert. He doesn't know.
Well, I do
He
put the rest
doesn't
of my
know?
money in one bag. I'll put it in the blue one. And I'm gonna leave the store.
Cool.
As I'm leaving the store, is there anything of small value that I can take? I'm looking for something that's small, something that no one's gonna notice that I can just pick up as I'm walking.
Sure.
And that's maybe like around a corner or like around like another object.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily gonna see.
Do you want to make the sleight of hand check first, or do you want to know what the options are?
Sleight of hand.
Go for it.
15.
I'm still hung up on Wikipedia almost destroying the entire.
She picked up the
building.
2 bags and she went for it. They like the drawstrings on them like touched, and then she was like, "Oh wait, let me put my money in here instead." And then I tied them to my waist.
Wikipedia almost knowing the consequence of asking for more wishes. Oh.
You know, we needed a new direction for the campaign. Who cared about Tawny's quest? Tawny, deeply. But,
Nobody wants to go to Tangle Core.
Wikipedia.
The Forbidden Island. No.
yeah.
I need an alternate reality where Wikipedia does it. I need the reality where Tawny and Kildak are like just waiting for Wikipedia to show up and then go looking for her and just find a crater in the middle of town. and that's all we know.
Well,
God.
she had a good run.
20-foot diameter crater.
Maybe one day.
Like, I don't even know if Tawny would go and, like, search for you in the astral plane. Like, if they found that out, she'd be like, that's a really big sidetrack. Like, maybe after I get my scepter back, like...
Maybe later?
I roll up a new character.
Yep.
No, you're just Wikipedia in the astral plane. You're fucked. Like,
Playing a separate game from you guys, but at the same time.
At the
yes,
end of
make
each
John do a lot of
session,
work.
It's like a 10-minute, this is what Wikipedia's doing on the astral plane.
Yeah. All right. Wikipedia, you want your options?
Sure.
You see a tiny vial. It is colored pink. It has some sort of pink liquid in it. There is a pipe with a couple of runes on it. And there is a wand.
Wand.
Deal. Cool. So you grab the wand. So there are 3 people in the shop. All 3 of them are going to make...
Didn't even have to think about it. Grab one.
They're all 3 going to make perception checks. None of them get a plus to anything. The 2 teenagers actually get a -1. None of them notice as you snag the wand.
It just goes like right up my sleeve. Like when I grab it, so you pickpocket it.
Lovely.
Taught you well.
Cool. Yep. Wand, you snagged it. And
What color is the wand? What does it look like?
Just, like, immediately leaving the shop.
Immediately leaving the shop. What did I do?
What did I get?
It was just an intrusive thought that just like slapped her brain to grab it as she walked out, and now she's like, "Why do I have this? What
it's like
what is this?"
it's like a very light colored wood. It's either like a birch or like a beech tree that it comes from, but it has like dark like char marks on it, and you can almost see like in the char marks like embers still like magically burning.
Pop
Wouldn't
that.
happen to be lightning.
No. Sweet. Yeah, cool. And Wikipedia, you pop out and you can make your way to the meeting spot. So now we move to Kildak. Last but not least, you make your way to the docks. What's Kildak's plan? How's he running this?
Oh my. Okay, so I need to find a ship. I need to know where it's gonna be, and I need to know. That's about it. I just need. Is there like a ledger? Like, can you call ahead? Is there like call ahead docking?
You can check. There is a ledger. You can see that there is a scribe. He has like a journal on him. It is in fact the same person that talked to Tawny when she had got to the docks. Because like you wouldn't have met this person. But for the audience, it's like this gray-haired, balding man. He's got a similar colors as the rat guard, like that red and brown, but a much more like finer jacket, finer suit that he's wearing, and he's standing there. He's working like the docks. He's the dock hand, and he's kind of just like shooing rats off his feet as they come and scurry over him. Yeah, and you can see that he has a scroll. He's unrolled it and he's kind of like taking notes on it and working on it. If you want to try to sneak a peek.
Hello, sir. All right. Is there any call ahead docking here? Like, could I reserve a spot to make port?
Oh, it's a good question. We never had anyone reserve a spot except for
that answers my question then.
Well, there is one exception to that. The farthest most spot, and he points to like the largest dock. He goes, that dock, of course, is reserved for the Red Wizards when they bring their ship into bay. They bring it once a month to collect the gold and the gems that is mined out of the Red Rat mines. In fact, it is reserved for... it's reserved within 4 days from now. They're coming. So if you're planning on calling ahead for a ship, that spot is reserved in 4 days.
Okay, but no other spots are reserved.
No, sir. No, they are not.
Okay. Say there's a brigantine, a sailing vessel, a trade vessel coming in. Is there a specific section of the docks that would best fit such a ship?
I think for a brigantine, let's see. Most of the docks are currently open, and the merchant ship here is heading out before sunset. So, as a matter of fact, the dock should be fairly free tonight. I would say anything but this innermost dock would be fitting for a ship that size. It probably doesn't need anything by the end, the larger docks, but something probably close to the market would be good for a brigantine that size. If you like to pay in advance, I can accept payment now.
No, we'll just take care of it when we get here. Your information has been invaluable. I really appreciate the time you've given today.
You see this person. He looks you up and down, and his eyes narrow, and he kind of leans in. He goes, "You're a pirate, are you? I simply see the way you're. I have to ensure there's a pirate, correct?"
No. I was just trying.
Good. Pirates are hung on sight, so I just need to remind you that if you're a pirate, I'd have to hang you immediately.
Well, thank God for both of us that I'm not.
I agree entirely.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the information. I'm gonna flip him a gold.
Perfect. He takes it and goes, "Thank you very much, young man."
After he just insulted you.
Yeah.
As you go to
By
walk
silence.
away, hit me with a perception check. You don't need to roll high.
Well, good news. I did. 18. I rolled an 18.
As you are walking away, you hear a messenger runs up to him and goes, "Sir, this is from the governor's mansion." The governor's mansion? opens it up, and you are able to peek behind you and see like what's written on this letter. And he's being summoned to the governor's mansion at sunset, and it says that his like replacement for Dockhand has already been taken care of. He doesn't need to worry about it. Just ensure that he is at the governor's house at sunset.
Governor's taking care of everything so he can get his sneaky business done.
Are there any kind of here? And let me kind of describe what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Maybe you can kind of help me because I wouldn't know what to call it.
No, go ahead.
And this is gonna sound ridiculous, so bear with me. A terraced area that would potentially be of a higher elevation than the foremost mast of the brigantine ship. Specifically within range of, say, I don't know, zip line.
There are two things that you see that would be above the current mass of the merchant vessel that's in port. I'll change my answer. There's three. The first thing is at the base of where the dirt meets the docks proper, where the beach meets the docks. There is a wall that goes up about 20 so feet. And so if you get up on that, you're not quite at the top mast level, but you're significantly closer. The second thing that is above in higher elevation is the tower that the guard tower, the little guard fort. The issue with the guard fort is, one, it's staffed by a couple guards. You can clock right off the bat between like 3 and 5. And
Tonka can't do her fucking job.
It's at the other end of the dock. So it's a good distance away if the boat parks in the closest spot. However, immediately next to the first two docking spots, there is a wooden crane that is used to move the cargo in and out of large ships, and the top of the crane is a good like 10-15 feet above where the mast would be. It's a big crane. It's in a position where it could be swiveled to be either like picking things out of the boat or away. Currently, it's just covering parts of the dock.
I want to go full tourist right now. Like, I'm just gonna kind of walk around. Like, I'm just looking around. Like, I've never seen a dock before.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm from the inland of this island. Anyways, I've never seen a dock before. And I'm just walking around. This crane is the most interesting thing. Like, if I had, like, a camera, like, we're taking pictures, I would like to just kind of, like, walk over. Like, I'm looking at the scenery. Oh my gosh, there's fish. Cool. And, like, we're going towards the crane.
Sure, yeah. You make your way towards the crane. Yeah, you can see that currently nobody is working it. It is in like a stationary position where instead of hanging over the water, it's hanging like with the crane part pointed towards the shops. But it looks like it takes a crew of like 2 or 3 to maneuver the crane to swivel. Could probably do with 1 person, but it would be a lot of physical labor to maneuver this crane. But you see that like it has like it's not like locked, or it's not like where a regular crane has like a key. It's just it's a wheel that you would have to physically push it to move it.
How and beyond swiveling it, what complications would there be in operating it normally? Like, what size crew would that require?
To like physically like bring the crane up and down, you could probably do it with like one person. The hard part is whatever's at the other end that's being brought up. Like you still need that strength to hoist it up. So like if you're filling like pallets of stuff, usually they'll have like the full crew of 3 swivel it, bring the stuff up, swivel again, and drop it. Granted, they're unloading entire ships, and they're trying to do it where it's easy for the crew. They're not like, it's not back-breaking labor. So 3 people comfortably. One person could do it. They're just going to be, they're going to be sweat.
Wow, that's awesome. I've never seen a crane like that on a dock. The foundations to support that on this wooden structure must be incalculable.
Yeah. You rolled an 18 on perception, which is very good. As time kind of passes and you're checking out this crane, you notice 2 guards come over to the dock. These 2 rat guards go by. They come up to the people in the fort. They're discussing the some stuff with the guards. You can't really overhear it, but the guards nod to them, and the original crew of 5 guards kind of gaggle up and begin to move back towards the town. And these 2 guards hang out by the. They actually go into the tower. But you, under 18, as these guards do their change, you notice as they walk by you. 18's a really good roll. You clock that not their clothes, but like their physical skin is an illusion. It's a magical illusion. It's not really their face, that's not their skin, that's not their clothes. And as they move past, they smell like pine trees in springtime. As they scoot on by, you do the change out with the guards, and then the other guards leave. They go into, they're not even like, they're not taking watch, they just go into the tower.
Wow, look at this wooden crane.
Look at this freaking crane.
Yeah. Cool. I don't even know how to react to that. Store that away for later, I guess. Are there, like, when they unload items, is there
Sure.
like a pile, like a stockpile of items hanging around? Is there, or is there like carts? Like, where does it go to get into town?
Gotcha. You do see that there are some like carts and wheelbarrows that come out. Most of the stuff actually goes directly to the shops if it's being unloaded. So it's not as much of a huge operation to get things to the town. There are like little carts that come in and out. The biggest thing that you see like in port right now, or on the dock right now, is there's a handful of crates near some of the like near the water. There's a couple of like barrels of supplies that have been netted over to keep them together. That's sitting more like away from the water so they don't roll away. There are 2 cannons which are side by side sitting near the wall closest to town, and there is plenty of rope lying about, and rats, like a couple big red rats scurrying about.
Ooh, I should put a
Where-
rat in the bag of holdings.
That's a great idea.
It'll suffocate.
It's got a couple minutes. Hold on. Sorry, my whole brain had a whole conundrum.
That's fine. What's killed X?
Internal combustion bag of holding, but sorry, it's still thinking about it.
That's fine.
Where are these rats coming from? Is there like an obvious like, hey, that's a rat's nest, or is that just someone's hair?
Yeah. With your 18 perception, God, that was the roll you needed, dude. With 18 perception, you see that the rats, like watching the way they move, they're scurrying like underneath the wall. They're not coming out the other side. They're going down, going into the wall and down.
Down
And you're
towards
kind
the
of
water?
looking at it. What looks like where the water would be, and you're looking at it. It doesn't quite make sense. And as you move, you see that there is closer to the tower. There is a net that's been strung over the side of the dock, and it kind of the waves have lapped it, so it's like been pulled underneath the main dock area. And there is a thieves' cant symbol marked into the ground that says like it's marking a passage, a secret passage, and it's pointing to the net that wraps underneath the dock.
Wow, this crane trailer revealed a lot to me. I feel like I've learned so much about modern engineering from standing near this crane. I'm feeling hungry. I think I'm gonna go to Morton's.
Yeah, you clock everything there is to clock about the docks, and then
There is nothing more. There's
asked the
nothing
right
more.
questions. I have a list of things that you can get from the docks. You asked the right questions, and you rolled. You got everything I had. Yeah, dude, that was sick. Yeah, you make your way back to Morton's. Wikipedia, you probably beat everybody there, and then Tawny, you and Marcus reconvene at Morton's just as the sun is beginning to set.
Hey, you found Marcus.
He was
One more blow.
at the stupidest place possible.
The guard tower.
This place. Oh, that would be pretty dumb.
Thank
Wow.
you. Not the stupidest place.
The assistant guard's tower.
No, he went
Also, stupider
sunbathing
place.
when apparently
Hey.
the captain of the guard has it out for him and he can be arrested on sight.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, that's on site.
You really
I don't think that's legal. I don't think they can read. They
think
can
they
actually
make the law.
pirates, so they know that pretty well.
Oh, I learned that pirates are hung on sight. Hanged on
They know
sight.
that. Hanged on sight.
Hanged
Yeah.
on sight, yeah. So
Mhm.
don't let anybody see
Yeah.
us.
That is a good plan.
Okay, so the plan
yeah.
is sending Sneaky Dolo in. Marcus and I will hang back to see if you need
There's
an
team
extra
1.
distraction or help.
There's team 1 and there's team A. We'll be team 1 and you guys can be team A.
I like that.
I hate working with you guys. Okay.
1 is sneakier than A. Everybody knows that.
What are your
Like, it's skinnier. You could, like, it kind of looks like it could be like the letter I or the letter L. Like, it's sneaky. But everybody knows an A. You look at
So
an A and you're like,
Kodak
oh, that's
and
an A.
Wikipedia
Not everyone.
are gonna try to board the ship.
Yep, team 1 is boarding the ship.
Mm-hmm. Team A is going to hang back to see if you need distraction, if you need backup, if you need someone to get you out of jail, or most likely you get caught and the pirates, instead of having you arrested, just start attacking you. We can join in.
And then we can take credit for arresting the pirates.
No.
And then
if they know you're a pirate, Marcus, then you can't take credit for it. You can't take credit for
No,
kidnapping.
why would a pirate arrest other pirates? Clearly, they would know that I've turned a new leaf, and that I'm now a man of the law.
He did. I mean, believe me, I hate to say this just as much as anybody. He did bring up a good point. Kind of. They don't know we're pirates.
You have to say kind of.
You know,
You say I
like
had a-
we could. I mean, plan like G. Plan G. Like guards show up, and we're like fighting the Oor Rachen. We can be like, hey, like, we caught these pirates.
Kodak and Wikipedia have pirate jackets on, and they know that Marcus is a pirate already.
Marcus isn't there. We'll hide Marcus.
Okay.
I can hide.
Plan G.
Again, plan G. Never mind.
More
Never mind.
fun
Plan
just to
G.
say, we did our job. We did your job better than you ever could. And really just rub it in. Wouldn't that be fun just to rub it in?
So plan 1, we go in all sneaky, everything works out, it's fine. Plan 2 is we go in, we need backup, we call for them for help. And plan 3 is we get in trouble, and then Marcus and Tawny have to help us get out with the cops.
What was plan 2?
We call for backup, and they come on the ship and help us get out.
Gotcha.
And plan 3 is if the guards come, and Marcus needs to talk us out.
Yes.
That is what I'm good for. Talking to authorities.
I learned a lot. A, B, and G. Okay. Anyways, I learned a lot about the docks. There's this guy there, and he's just standing there, like writing things down on paper about the boats that show up. You did? Was he nice to you?
Annoying, like everyone else.
I thought he was friendly, but except for that time he threatened to kill me. That was weird. Anyways, other than that, very nice guy. And then he basically told me.
Speaking of guys, hold on. I'm gonna forget. I got these bags. I want to give Tawny the black bag with the gold on it. I found a guy that gave me some bags. I found them.
You found
these?
Yeah, in one of the shops.
So you purchased this?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And I got 2 of them. So you can have one and then off ship, and we can have one on ship.
Perfect.
What are they gonna do with the bag off ship?
Whatever they want.
Also, what's the bag do? Like, does that bag just hold a lot of things?
It just holds a lot of things.
I mean, it's a big bag. It's like it's bigger than you. Like, what's your plan on carrying that around?
And I give it to you. And you can carry it on the ship.
It's not that much smaller than me. Like, the bottom of the bag is hitting the back of my knees.
Jacob, we discussed it's not actually that big. That's
I don't think we have to
open it.
Oh, okay. I missed that discussion because, like, a 4-foot tall bag is like my head to the bottom of my knees. Like,
yeah, a picture of the bag I'm holding is like just a little purse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's a
Never mind.
disguise bag.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
We were
Anyway, so what was I saying about the docks? Because if I didn't say that right now, I was gonna forget that I had it, and then we were gonna go on the mission, and then I was never gonna give Tawny hers, and I didn't want to forget.
I see.
What were you saying?
So the boat is gonna come in, and it's probably gonna use one of the like docks that are closer to the market, just because of the size of it. And then, but we don't know which one, and we don't know when it's coming because they didn't make a reservation.
Why would a ship make a reservation?
Just to make sure that there's a spot.
We know it's like at sundown. Like we know it's like around tonight.
Okay, and maybe the docks get really busy at sundown, and so they wanted to have it anyways. The Red Wizards are also gonna be here in like 4 days. Like the Red Wizards. Like, so we gotta be gone in 4 days. Side note. 3. There's a crane, which was really cool, gotta admit, that part was awesome. Modern tech, you know? And, like, I don't know how that's useful to us, but it was there, so just letting you know. And then if, like, we wanted to go, like, super sneaky, kind of flying in, like a sparrow, there were places that we could, like, zip line from to the ship. I don't know how we'd set up the zip line. I didn't figure that part out.
I was like, oh, they figured out this very unique way to get a zip line from the point to the ship. And I was like, we're gonna see something incredible here, folks. And because I did not figure that part out. I just know point A and point B of the zip line. That's lovely.
No, but when us as players met to figure out how we wanted to execute this, ziplining was not part of our conversation, no.
I thought the whole plan revolved around the zip line.
Actually, we barely got past this part right here. We're at the end of the players.
Our player kind of stopped at us getting all of these items.
Absolutely. And so then beyond, like, the zip line, which would be really cool.
No.
What? Like, I mean,
are you saying it wouldn't be cool? Or are you saying that because, like, he's right, a zipline is cool. I don't know how we do it, but a zipline is objectively cool.
Anyways, so we could use, like, even, like, a harpoon, like, harpoon their mast, and then, like,
Kodak.
anyways, that, yeah.
You are not we. No.
The plan is to go in sneaky. You two are going to board the ship and try
What's sneakier than a zip line from the air? Never did I see it coming.
Until they look up.
And then we're there, and we're like, ha!
No, the plan is for you to be there, put the shit in the bag, and get out, and they never know that you were there at all.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, two more things. One, the guards are invisible. No. Invincible. No. Illusions? They're fake. They don't exist. Two, there's a secret hideout underneath the rocks in the water that the rats live in.
Okay, Gilda.
Ew.
This is all I learned. It was a lot of rotting wood and rocks, and I didn't know what to look for.
Wait, so the guards aren't guards? What?
Well,
What were you
Tonga
saying?
said that she was going to take care of the guards.
Yeah,
No?
it looked like the guards
done it
were,
already.
like, just, I don't know, but the guards looked like, I don't know what to, like, call it, like, you ever see sunshine shining on, like, dust? They kind of look like that, like, you know, like, there's definitely something there, but it's, like, looks, something's off, you know?
You guys can see on the horizon is a ship.
Okay.
It's probably like a 45 to 30 minutes out.
Because no one else made a reservation, this has
You
got to
two.
be our ship.
Where are you guys going to be hidden before you board the ship? Are you going in the water?
rat's nest?
Where?
The rat's nest? That sounds like a pretty good spot. If we're gonna be, like, super sneaky,
You found
that sounds like a good
rat's
spot.
nest in the water?
Uh-huh.
Ew. I think that's
But
the best
also-
spot.
But then we have, like, explosives at will.
Wait. Wickeby, can't you pop places? We've seen you.
I can pop places. Marcus raises his hand.
Hi, Marcus. I kind of forgot you were here.
Like,
Hi, yes.
What did you find out?
Yeah, but I can't
Like-
take anyone with me. Then
Mark,
Kodak would be
you
by
can
himself.
Misty Step or something.
Or something.
I can't do that.
Marcus, how
I
do you
can't.
pop places?
I cast Dimension Door and I shift through.
That sounds cool. Can you teach me how
Other
to do
people
that?
go through that?
Yeah, so I can boop out. Probably as best case scenario, but I don't think booping in would be good.
Okay.
Because then I'm alone and I'm leaving whoever was with me. Kill
One
them.
willing creature. I bring one person.
So what if
Huh.
instead
I know
of
you did that.
taking Kildak, Wikipedia, you and Marcus go
Well-
in?
Us three could go in. Like,
Yeah.
Wikipedia can pop in, like however she
Right.
does.
But
And then-
Wikipedia can only make one other person super sneaky mode.
Right. And then Marcus, hi Marcus, he
Hi.
opens this giant shiny door, and he takes me, and then he comes back, and so he just like is a fairy, not like a fairy, like a flying fairy, but like a boat fairy.
I don't know if I have enough juice to do it twice. I mean, I could do it twice, but I only have enough juice to do it twice.
Yeah, and the boop takes a lot of out of me. Like, I kind of rather save that for needing a quick escape.
But if
I don't know if I'd
Marcus
be able to escape.
and Wikipedia go in, boop in through Marcus's door,
I'd have to use my door.
because Wikipedia can't take you with her. But Wikipedia
Fine,
can
I
make
can do it.
you harder to be found. You guys can go in. Kildak stays with me for distraction backup. Kildak's already pretty good at talking with me, so we can talk and persuade people if necessary from the top.
Oh, I wanted to be part of Team 1. Okay.
But also,
That's not- I
Kildak
mean,
knows where
that's-
the nest is. Are we still trying to use the nest to hide for when they come in?
Wikipedia, I'll tell you this. You'll know it when you see it.
I'm just trying to
I don't
help
know if
you
he's
out.
winking or just. You don't know if he's winking or blinking. Because it's just one eye.
Just one really long blank. I was trying to help you, Wikipedia, so you don't have to get into the gross rat's nest.
So, like, you would also know that the rat's nest is underground.
Okay.
I, as a DM, don't see a way to get from the rat's nest to the boat. And so if you have a way, that's fine.
I had a way, yeah.
That's fine. I just
Get out of
I
here,
want-
John.
Yeah, that's fine. I wanted to make sure that I did a good job at explaining where the rat's nest was, so we didn't get to the rat's nest. And you asked me why you can't see the boat from your underground.
I thought it was like under the docks where like you can still like see the boats come in, but you're concealed. No, okay. Then
I thought it was
did
towards,
how
I thought it was
far-
closer to the water.
I thought it was like on the water.
Marcus, how far can you bop?
500 feet.
That's a far bop. I
That is
can't
pretty
bop that.
far. Marcus, we
If
gotta
you want-
bop more often. Like, why don't you bop between ships?
He gets good spells. Huh?
Why don't you bop between ships? Like, why do you row
It's
over?
not happening.
It is
Okay.
very tiring to bop.
And he'll nudge you, Wikipedia. Like,
Okay.
again, I know a guy. If you want some extra juice, I know a guy that gives some stuff.
The
You
ship is
know a guy
coming-
who has extra. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that later. We can discuss this later. We got to do this.
Deal.
Kodak, Marcus, which team are you on?
I'll be on Team A.
Alright, I'm
I'm
gonna
on
take Kildak's one arm and I'm gonna try to position us like within the shops area, somewhere we can be like kind of partially covered but watch the ship as it comes in.
Sure, absolutely.
This
You
place
guys-
didn't have like a curfew or anything, did it?
No.
Okay. So it's not
Not
weird.
the way
for them-
Tawny was dancing.
Oh, that was at the hotel. This
Until
is
she
out on
walked
the-
through town with her mistress.
There is no curfew, but like people go home after they work.
Yeah. Like you guys are just gonna be on the street, making sure.
Yeah. No, I was. Tony, what's our story? Like, are we friends?
Are we just friends?
Like, if someone asks,
Why is someone asking?
I don't know. You see, two people hanging out by the docks. One of the most interesting places. There's a crane. There's fish. Like, they might be like, "Hey, what you doing near this crane?" That's my imitation of the local dialect. I'm sorry, I haven't talked to that many locals.
We don't
need a story. That's fine. We don't need a story. That's okay. Okay. No story.
We'll figure it out if we need one.
Oh man! You see that the Oor Rachen is approaching. It's about like 15 minutes out.
Wow, this
Alright,
thing
we
is
Found
fast.
a good spot.
Guys, until it gets closer, or
I think
right? Because if we're just moving in, we can stay anywhere.
I'm so nervous.
as long as you're within 500 feet of the dock, like you know what I mean? Like, we don't know exactly where they're gonna dock, but you're gonna want to be partially covered so you don't make it clear when you boop out. But yeah, we'll all hide together somewhere that's like behind some crates or something.
So you guys hiding amidst the shops, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Hit me with a stealth check from each of you. Now roll for
13.
not bad.
18.
You said you weren't stealthy. I got a 15.
I mean, I rolled a 16.
Oh no. Oh no. I rolled a 5.
Yeah, I'm not stealthy.
Marcus got a 22. So you guys slink into the shops, take cover, and watch as the Oor Rachen pulls into port. It pulls into the closest spot to the shops that would fit the ship, the exact spot that Kildak had called out. And as it pulls in, you guys notice some things about the area as you're peeking out from amongst the deserted shops, the closed up tents and little buildings over there. As you're peeking out through, you see a couple things. First, you see that the docks are abandoned. Everyone went home. Everyone, like, this is not a party place. So work-wise, everyone's left. The dockmaster, as Kildek has seen, got a letter to be at the governor's mansion, and no replacement has come to relieve him. The tower and the guard fort is empty. Like, you don't see the two guards that went in standing post. They're not on top of the tower. They're not standing on lookout. They're nowhere to be found. You see, as the Oor Rachen pulls in, it is it's a grimy ship. It's got like dark, rotting wood. It's got like vines and mold growing all over the decks. The sides are covered in barnacles, never cleaned. The sails are frayed and tattered on the ends. Some of them have like little holes in it, or big like thin tears going vertically down them. The crew moves about. They've extinguished all of the lanterns, but you can make out the crew moving through aboard the ship, bustling about. There's a lot of different creatures on board. You see a couple kobolds, some hobgoblins, a couple humans moving around, moving things about, clearing the main deck. and sitting near the bow, wearing a captain's hat that is too small for its head, slumped over, snoring, is a 15-foot troll that is like in its slumped over is probably still about like 6-7 feet tall. Its butt on the ground, its arms in front of him, just passed out on the front of the deck with this little captain's hat that's like crooked, like just barely like jammed onto his head. And it is this huge troll, like, big long nose, warts all over his face, is passed out asleep on the bow of the ship.
Let's keep him that way.
As the ship pulls in, you see that they, as soon as they slow and they stop, a kobold jumps out, gives like a single rope to kind of tie it in, and a hobgoblin tosses just a plank of wood to be their gangplank across onto one of the docks, and a couple crew members begin to pull open their cargo grate. That way they can start to bring something out of their hull. At the same time, you look past them. Over the bay, you see the lights of La Hopital. You hear in the far distance the sound of the band kick up and start to play. And then you see on the corner of La Hopital a little fire start on the roof of La Hopital. You can hear shouting, and you can hear kind of commotion on the town as a fire starts on the roof of La Hopital.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very busy night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Do you guys, as a group, want to act now? Anything you want to do now? Or do you want to wait to see what the Oor Rachen's next beat is? There's no shame in waiting, but I want to give you the opportunity now, as like you have a second to breathe if you want to do something.
If you guys can go in invisible,
You think now's the time to go? Are we ready?
I mean, better get on the ship before they get the item off the ship. Once it's off the ship, then it's fight time.
I'll watch anyone who gets off to see if there's anything magical hiding.
Do we need a code word, like a safe word? What if they like what if one of them is like disguised as one of us? Never mind. You know, I didn't realize it was a terrible idea.
Soup.
Zoop?
Zoop? With a Z?
Soup.
Soup.
With an S?
With an
Soup.
S.
Normal soup,
Yeah.
got it. I also heard Z. Oop.
You see Marcus puts his hand on the ground, looks over to you, Wikipedia, and says, "All right, Wikipedia, where are we going?
Wait. You ready?
Wait.
What's our spot?"
Go.
Turn invisible.
I think we're gonna go right into the hull, right? You think that's where they have it?
That sounds good. To the hole?
Go in.
To
Go
the
in.
hole.
Go invisible first.
Turn invisible.
And I touch myself.
Cool. As you touch yourself, Marcus nods and goes, you're not going to like this. And he touches the ground, and you see from his hand, fire spreads, and it like chars the ground in like a circle that expands out a couple feet around him. As the ground burns magically, these like burnt, charred talons and claws reach out from the ground, grab his arm, grab his leg, grab like his cloak, and rip him down into the ground, and then it's gone. But he does not take Wikipedia with him.
Wait.
The fucker left. He ditched us.
I hate him so much.
Why is he even still? Anyway, let's go. We new plan. Quick,
Yep.
who's going?
Back it up.
Yeah, Wiki,
Well-
you have another person if you want to cast the invisibility on.
Is Wikipedia invisible?
She is invisible.
I guess I am now.
I guess that's true. You didn't cast it. You don't have to be invisible if you don't want to be.
Not yet, but the magic was like brewing in my hand.
Okay. He's probably going with his plan to make a spectacle to arrest the guards. So
A spectacle.
You guys, everyone, give me a perception check. Real quick.
Uh-oh. 7.
9.
All of you see that one of the kobolds that had hopped off and like thrown a rope to the Oor Rachen is there on the dock, kind of like scanning, keeping watch. You see at this point a kobold and a hobgoblin hop off the ship, and like they're nudging each other, like they're excited, and they begin to run their way towards the shops, not like directly towards you, but towards like the shops in general, and they're making their way in your general direction. Wikipedia, you spot through the window of the captain's quarters of the Oor Rachen a like burst of flame that quickly goes out, and then Marcus like stand up and then like start shifting around things in the captain's quarters.
And I just point that out to the others. Like, I don't even really say anything. I just kind of like nudge them and.
Okay, you two still go. I need a go. You two.
What are you gonna do about these
invisible.
guys?
What?
What are you gonna do about these guys?
I'm gonna detect magic. I'm gonna see if they're holding the thing, but it looks like they're just mischievous assholes. So I'll take care of that. Go. Invisible. When they were going-
Kolek and I go. Wait, we're here, but we're invisible.
I pinch Tawny before we leave.
Good luck. I'll try to keep watch. And I'm gonna try to slink further back into the shadows
Sure.
and detect magic to see if these two assholes have anything on them.
Gotcha. Kildek and Wikipedia, hit me with a stealth check with advantage. Tawny, you see as you're scanning out people that they do not have anything magical on them. They just go to literally the first shop. They start just like kicking crates in, like looking for gold, like just pulling. Like they're just ransacking the first couple shops.
Yeah.
Wikipedia, what did you roll?
25.
Pretty good. Kildek, what did you roll?
Well, raw, I rolled a 5, and then I rolled a 6.
Oh,
So, total of 8.
8. Kildek is thump, 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 making a lot of noise on the dock. As you come around, you see that the first kobold that is just standing between the gangplank and the boat draws his cutlass. He goes, who goes there? I hear you.
Lightning. Right behind him.
Oh.
Come straight from the sky.
A stroke of lightning cracks behind him. Are you targeting him, or are you trying to make noise?
Just distract him. It just goes behind him.
He jumps and spins around. The people on deck, stop what they're doing. You see that they're lowering a rope down into the hull of their ship. They freeze and they look around to see what it was, and the troll jolts and wakes up and goes, "What was that?"
You forgot about the troll,
From a
didn't you?
strike of lightning? Come on.
A strike of lightning next door? Have you ever had a lightning next to you?
It's heat lightning.
Loud.
It's loud.
Nuh-uh, thunder's loud. Lightning's not loud. It's heat lightning. It's a hot tropical area.
Lightning's loud.
Docks, ship.
The troll does not move. He just he wakes up and goes, "What is that?"
And it's
but
magical
the
lightning.
kobold has his back completely turned to the two of you.
Okay, let's keep going, keep scurrying.
Cool. Are you trying to pass him, or are you trying to get to the boat in a different way? If you want to use the game plank, you have to pass him.
I was gonna use the gangplank.
If you guys are passing him, give me another stealth check. Still with advantage.
I don't know which way Kildek.
So, hold on. They're not like tied to the dock at all. They just have these boards.
There's a single rope that has tied them to the dock. From your pirating experience, they are prepared for a quick exit.
Yeah, sounds like it. Okay, yeah, we're going on the gangplank.
Cool. Both of you hit me with another stealth check with advantage.
I don't like the faces you're making, Jake. If you rolled a 1, just tell me now because we can fix it. If it's a 2, I can't do anything about it.
Oh no! With advantage.
Well, the first one was a 2. The second one was a 4, for a total of 6.
You also need to retire your dice. The 2 of you. Greenbrier household, all new dice.
New dice for the Greenbrier.
Greenbrier needs new dice.
I told you I'm not stealthy.
Jake,
You're invisible. We have advantage. Just roll above a 10. I got a 23.
Oh my god.
Jake, I will remind you. I'm not
Your
saying.
boots off.
Okay,
I'm not-
hold on. Inspiration.
Wait, but you were
Inspiration.
supposed to have called that before you rolled.
Shit. Never mind.
No,
I'm at 6.
John said last time.
Oh, you had to call before you roll? Yeah,
Mhm.
advantage.
Fuck.
Yeah, what's up?
I've just described what's happening, but I'm ready to do shit if I need to help him out.
Kildek is not used to being invisible and is tripping every plank.
What? What? Are you tripping? I'm just with him. He's like, oh my god, but I can't say anything to you because then I'll blow our cover.
Kildek
Even
is actually
more.
really bad at walking, and he actually has to watch where his feet go. Like, he doesn't just have an innate feeling of where they are, he has to look at it. And so, being invisible, he has no idea where his feet are. And, like, every, like, loose board and every, like, knot in the wood, he's just stubbing his toe and just stumbling and tripping. He, like, almost fell over, like, completely once, but he caught himself, like...
Marcus betrayed us. Kildek's a fucking shit show.
What did you roll? What was your total stealth roll?
6.
The kobold rolled a 10 at a -2 to 8. But he does, like, it's so higher. So, Wikipedia, you slink right by. You get onto the gangplank, and you turn around, and you see that Kildek shoulder checks the kobold, who gets bumped by him, and goes, "A ghost!" and is gonna, like, fling his sword around. He's gonna take an attack with disadvantage.
If you get hit, you lose your invisibility.
Seen him
Don't
do
get hit.
the sword.
What is Kildek's?
26.
He rolled an 8 to hit. So he
Okay, he missed.
swings wildly. Your AC is not 26. Get out of here.
It doesn't get doubled because I'm invisible?
No. He swings disadvantage, takes, like, wildly swings, misses.
Do I hear him say ghost?
Yeah, he yells ghost pretty late. It's a ghost!
Okay, then he's gonna just hear just like ominous whispers in his ear, like, "We know what you did. We know what you did."
God,
Just
where's
his ears, or is that just like broadcast over the whole bay?
Yeah, where is this coming from?
I can make it any point of location that I want, and it's ominous whispers. So I'm gonna do it at his ear, and it's whispers. So other people could probably barely hear it if they try. Like, you, Kildek, can definitely hear it because he's right there. ask that?
Yeah, you hear Tawny go, "I know what you did." This kobold is just losing his mind. He's like, "Ah! Oh, I know what I've done!" He's gonna drop his dagger and he sprints back onto the ship. Wikipedia, give me a dexterity saving throw as he is like just barreling across the gangplank to just get out of his way.
16.
Cool. Yeah, you actually get onto the ship. Like you rush up to beat him onto the ship, and he sprints onto the ship. Fortunately, the craziness that's gone on with him, you see that the other crew members who, like, for a second when he's a ghost and like bumped and swung, immediately like tensed up. Like their work, like you hear some of them be like, "These red wizards are trying to screw with us," and then he starts to scream, runs away, and they're like, "Oh no, he's just being stupid." Gee. And you see their shoulders relax, like they come out of like their tense spot. They do a quick scan of the area, and they're like, "Shoot, man, he's just being crazy." And they go back to bring something out of the base of the ship. You see that the troll goes, "He thought it was a ghost." And closes his eyes again. Not asleep, but he starts to like settle down again. Cool. Kildek, you are at the base of the gangplank. Wikipedia, you are on the ship. Are you pressing forward?
Can Kildek make it across the plank?
I'm confident this time.
Cool. Another stealth check with advantage.
Do you also want that from me? I'm just kind of waiting for him to cross the plank.
No, you're 25 stealth again. You're clean.
So with advantage, obviously you roll twice.
Sure.
If one of them is a 1, does it still get luck, or like would you be using a key point or whatever they're called?
I mean, I can re-roll that once per turn. So
I'll let you re-roll it.
Can I? Is that like?
Did you get a 1?
My other
I
number
let
is
him
I rolled a 9 and a 1. So like the 9 is winning.
Yeah.
Do I re-roll the 1, or is the 1 like the number?
I'm gonna say you can re-roll it. I think if you were playing if you're gonna be a real rules guy, I think you would say that because you roll with advantage, 9 is the number that you have to work with. 1 just gets deleted.
I got you.
But I'll let you re-roll the 1. I think that's part of the lucky feat. Yeah.
Okay, 9 still wins. It doesn't matter. 11 total. 11 total. That's like better than half.
And some guys running like a maniac.
Yeah, it's like double advantage. Everybody hears him stumbling.
Give me a second, everybody. Everyone at home, give me a minute.
If 6 seconds has passed from the whispers in the guy, thunder starts rumbling.
You see. Here's what happens. The crew goes back to work. You're creeping around the crew, and they go back to work. You see that the rope that's hanging loosely into the hole goes taut, as if it's being attached to something. The crew is working, and 2 of them perk up as the gangplank thunk, 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 thunk with each of Kildak's steps. And he starts tapping his buddy. He goes, "Hey, what is that? Is it a ghost?" The thunder cracks, and then at that point, they tense up again. "These red wizards are messing with us, Captain Troll." And the troll cracks an eye open. They go, "I think these red wizards are messing with us. What do you want us to do?"
The troll's a captain?
Yeah, it's Captain Troll.
That's his name.
Tori, Wikipedia, and Kildek. Kildek, you were on the ship. They're like tensed up. They're looking around. What do you guys want to do?
Well, they're already pulling up the object.
Are there rats
it's
nearby?
gonna be something large and heavy.
On their ship, no.
On the gangplank?
Near the gangplank. If you want to pick up a rat, you can. It will be a floating rat.
I'm sure it would be.
So up to you. Which would be insane. These guards are gonna lose. These pirates are gonna lose their mind if a floating rat creeps onto their boat.
I would like to on my turn dash
Sure.
to get as far as possible down the ship and to my best vantage point to at least really see what the object they're pulling up is,
Cool.
and I guess as close to it as I can get without being, on top of it and in people's way.
Got it. So, 2 ways to do it. One, with a dash, you can scoot into what would be like your map room, down the ladder into the living quarters, and then down the next set of stairs. It would just get you on the stairs to peek in to what's in the cargo hold. Alternatively, if you can move between where some of the people are working on deck, you can just look down, and they have all the cargo doors open, so you can see straight to the bottom. If you want to touch it, you can slide down the rope, and you will be on top of
With that 20.
I was thinking that I didn't know how far or how large the opening was, and how far that jump would have to be, or how many people are there a lot of people looking down into the hole?
There are currently there's the troll on the deck, but he's by the bow. There are 2 kobolds and a hobgoblin that are working to pull this up, and there is a human at the helm, but he's not currently working. There are
But
3
no one is
people
standing on the edge.
So the whole thing is 15 feet by 10 feet. So it's a pretty big hole that's open. So there are definitely spots that you could get in. They are standing by the edges, but for such a big hole, there are large swaths that haven't been covered.
Yeah.
They're not shoulder to shoulder.
I was interested in jumping on the rope if there was space. And I'd like to remind you that I am a small creature, and I can also fit inside the same 5-foot square as other creatures can. Hopefully not to bump anybody as I try and peer down into the cargo hold.
Sure. Bumping people is not a problem. You peer down. You see that there is a crate that they have latched this rope to. It is about probably 4 feet by 4 feet. Fairly big crate. You see that there are 3 guys in the bottom, 2 kobolds and a human, that hoist it up to get latched on. They let it go. It hangs. It is just hanging maybe a couple inches over the ground. And actually, so 2 people would hoist it, 1 guy hooks it. So 2 people hold this crate. And you can hear a couple things rattle around inside of it. Would you like to proceed onto it?
I think so.
Cool. Give me a stealth check, another stealth check with advantage. You're a small creature, you're just going to zip right down this rope. It's already taut, and land on this crate.
23.
Yeah,
I couldn't
can't
do that if I wanted to.
My lower roll was a 22.
That I could do, but it would be a natural 20.
Oh, good lord. Yeah. Wikipedia hops in, you slide down, and you land right on top of this crate. And none of these people see or hear you. Kildek, you're on top. You see that everyone's kind of tensing up. They're looking around. These red wizards are messing us. Captain Troll, what do you want us to do? And if you have a movement action, whatever you want to take.
I have a great idea.
Was mine just movement, or was that also an action?
You have an action if you want it. Yeah, sure.
Can I mage hand? Oh wait, no, never mind. I don't want to do that. I'm done.
Deal.
Sorry. I thought only doing an attack got rid of my invisibility, but casting a spell also gets rid of its invisibility.
Oh, because it's concentration.
Yeah.
You can cast a cantrip.
I can cast cantrips. That doesn't count.
Nope, cantrips are fun.
Okay. Then mage hand, I would like it to go under the crate and see if there's any loose boards or anything to kind of open it from the bottom.
Gotcha. You start patting around the bottom for loose crates. It's not a very well constructed crate, and you can feel at the bottom. I'll let you feel with your mage hand. It's fun. You're feeling around with your mage hand. You can feel that the bottom of the boards have been like soaked through and are rotting. And you peek over the side, kind of get a look at it, and it looks like the bottom of this crate is bleeding. It's seeping blood. Blood is dripping between the cracks and just little drips, drip, drip onto the floor of the Oor Rachen.
That's nasty.
Okay. And that's where I'll end.
Yeah. So you think there might be a way to pry it open? It's gonna take you a minute.
Okay.
Kildak, what are you looking for?
So I wanna reach over and grab a rat.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my whole thing. I'm gonna kind of reach, get low to the ground, grab a rat, and just kind of child with a torque. I'm pulling this rat, and we're walking it along. Like it, if you're watching closely, like it's very obvious these legs are not matching up with these moves. but you'd have, but there's an invisible person holding this rat, so it just looks like this rat is walking up this gangplank, right? And that's then I'm just gonna kind of push it towards the ship, up the gangplank.
As soon as Tawny could, she wanted to cast See Invisibility, and I want it to have happened so that way she can watch Kodak.
Yeah, you cast it just as he picks up the rat, and you watch Kildak just moving this little rat on the gangplank. Oh, good lord. Yeah, you see the whole thing. Yeah. Cool. So, you have the rat is on the boat.
Did anybody see the rat? My goal was for them to think that the wibbly wobbly plank was this rat.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And if that failed, that's okay. This wasn't an amazing idea.
No, that's a good point. You see they're still kind of weirded out, but Captain Troll turns around. He's pretty stupid. And he sees the rat and goes, "Yeah, it was probably just a rat that was moving the board. Bring it to me. Bring me the rat."
And now I pick up the rat and make it float over to him.
Why? Can I hear this?
Yeah. You cannot hear it. No. The question is, this roll is going to be, does the troll think that there's a ghost on the ship, or does the troll think he has the force? He thinks he has the force.
Yes! Yes! That was the goal!
Bad, as horrific as a plan this is, the troll rolled worse. I can't believe that. That's a -1. I rolled it. No, I'm sorry. It's a 0. It's a 0. He rolled a 0. And so the troll goes, "Oh, yeah, give me the rat, give me the rat, give me the rat." And then the rest of the crew gasps, and then they're just watching awestruck as they think that the troll is bringing the rat to himself. As this is happening, Tawny, you see closer to you, the two guys that are kicking in they're kicking in the shops. One of them steps on a rat. Poof! The rat explodes. It catches a little bit of like one of the shops, like not like engulfed in flames, but like one of like the crates starts to like catch on fire a little bit. It starts to smolder. The kobold blasted back, unconscious. The kobold just hits the neck and is gone.
The dude's endured a lot.
Different kobold, different guy.
Oh, different. Oh, right. The first guy ran away.
Yeah. The hobgoblin like puts out smoke on his leg and goes, "Crap, jeez, oh god," and then like goes over to look at his buddy.
I just want to slowly, like as slow as I need to not make this super hard on myself. Inch closer, like behind crates and stuff. Now that we have them exactly docked, just so that way I can be as ready as possible if I'm needed in any way.
Perfect. Cool. Wrapping back to Wikipedia. You are feeling down the bottom of this crate. Are you still trying to pry open those bottom planks?
I think the whole time the mage hand was trying to pull at least one or two of the planks off. I don't know exactly how big they are. My goal is to kind of shimmy inside eventually. So however big that can be without hopefully contents not spilling all over. And so while the mage hand's doing that, I just hear all the commotion that's going on up there. And how far up is now the crate off from the floor?
Inches. They haven't pulled it from the top. You see that one of the guys reaches like right for you, and you like move out of the way as he grabs the rope and tugs it. He's like, "Hey, you can get this thing out. We gotta get out of here." And the people up top don't respond.
I'm gonna hop, off the crate.
Okay.
And stay I want to stand next to it. Kind of like whatever opposite side of that guy is, and just kind of keep sitting near the crate and waiting for it to get high enough that I can also go under and try and start prying a board off to get inside.
Perfect.
Or at least see what happens when I open it.
Cool. Perfect. Cool. So you're down. You're waiting for it to come up. You see that the mage is making progress. You see, it's pried one board in the back that like they can't see. You've pried it open, and it's not enough for you to crawl in yet, but it's cracked it and it's making good progress.
Okay. Solid.
Kildak, what's going on with this floating rat? Are you going all the way up to Captain Troll?
Yeah, like he wants it. The rat comes to his hand, and like at the very end, I'm gonna kind of like toss. Like it's not gonna look like too much of a change in velocity, you know, but like enough that my hands aren't there, or my hand, and so I basically delivered this rat to him, and I'm gonna get away from him as quickly as I can. Hit me
with a stealth check with advantage again.
Oh, come on, Kildak.
Yes! 17!
Hey, you go.
First roll was a 3.
Oh.
You can get anywhere on this top deck that you would like.
Can I be near the crane that's lifting this thing?
Yeah, you go.
Kodak has a new fascination with cranes.
Yeah, they set a pulley up to their main mast that's kind of hanging over it, and so that's what they're using to hoist it out. And you're there. Do you want to be at the part, like the rope that's going down, or the part that pulls it up? Like,
there's a guy pulling rope. There's a person.
Yeah,
I want to be next to that guy.
Cool, perfect. You're next to that dude. You see the troll goes, "Ooh, delicious!" Grabs the rat, and you see the rat like gets squeaks as he like grips it really tight. The goblin goes and just takes a big chomp out of the rat's head. Chomps on the rat. A little bit of smoke comes out of the head, and it blows up right next to him. Now, trolls, not a fan of fire, so I have to actually roll this as
Yes. This terrible plan is going exactly how I wanted.
This is not how I thought this encounter was gonna go at all. Very different.
But if there's
you
a
didn't see this
person
coming?
bleeding in that crate, we can't put it in a bag of holding.
I mean, we can.
Not for long.
Actually, we can't. We can't fit it. It's 4x4. The bag of holding holds what? 2x4?
There's multiple things.
I'm thinking it's in parts.
This box sounds gross.
Yeah.
What if it's body
Wikipedia is
parts?
also now like slightly concerned that this isn't also the package.
They
that
said
we
we
need.
get out of here.
They do seem like they're moving quickly, but I'm wondering if there is something else because we didn't do a lot of looking around.
Cool. You see that this rat explodes right in the troll's face. The troll throws like what would be the rest of the rat's body, but now it's just smoke. His hand is like smoldering. The flesh is like almost like flaking and burning off. His face immediately like begins to peel and burn back. And he goes, "Ah!" As the fire like burns into him. He leaps to his feet, stumbles back, hits the side of the ship, and like cracks the railing, and the whole ship rocks to one side. Wikipedia, you feel this thing swings. It smacks one of the kobolds in the head, knocks him to the ground unconscious. As the whole crate like just whacks this one kobold out, and then begins to swing back towards you. Give me a dexterity saving throw real quick.
Oh no.
Kermit is a cat.
I'm dexterous, but in times like this I get very nervous. But I did roll a 23.
Oh,
You
good.
get out of the way. The crate hits the other wall, and it shatters one of the like corners of it, making it like that much easier for you to get in. Cool. That's Kildek's move. Kildek, is there anything you want to do on your pseudo turn?
I'm very happy.
You are watching this transpire as the goblet, the troll is about to
Too much!
Tawny, are you just enjoying the show at this point?
How close am I?
You are. That's a great question. I'm gonna guess 150 feet. If I can give you an exact number. Momento. Ooh, 146 feet. 150 feet.
That's really specific.
Can I get closer?
Yeah, you can creep up to 120 feet before you exit the cover of the shops.
Okay. And I am also watching the window of the captain's quarters.
Cool.
Because that's where we saw Marcus go.
Gotcha. Sweet. You can. You see Marcus was still stitching through things. When the goblin screamed and the boat shook, he kind of stopped and froze and actually like hit the deck and went out from view. But he's laying flat on the floor in the captain's quarters.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep an eye on him. While I watch this shit show.
What do you mean?
It's amazing.
Going pretty well
Not,
so far.
not only did I teach a giant troll that he has magical powers, which, you know, from personal experience, it's a great thing to learn. Absolutely life-changing. Second, I taught him a valuable life lesson about self-control. You know, you don't eat everything you find.
Mm-hmm.
I love the idea that you think this troll learned a lesson. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Cool. Wikipedia, back in the hall.
Still prying at the crate, trying to
You-
open it.
Yeah, the mage hand is able to crack one of the boards, get an opening big enough for you to get in. You see, this board is now like dripping, like that deep crimson red still, but you see rolling into and like getting cocked in the hole that the mage hand has pulled. Again, it's only a couple inches over, but you can still see into it. You see a can, about the size of a paint can, but there are, just from the little bit that you can see, there are strange, profane runes on the side, and a, like, would best be described as like a pentagram with runes in the center on the lid of this paint can.
Nasty.
And so I'm gonna keep prying until it's a little larger, until I can start at least even reaching my hand up to pull things out. Because if I can see the can, then it's not big enough for things to fall out yet.
Yeah, it needs a little bit more to get things out. Cool. Yeah, I would say.
So I'm working, and the mage hand is also working.
I would say, like, for that, you go in, you start to work. You are able to pry the boards apart enough that you can reach in and grab one of these paint cans. Before you do, give me a dexterity saving. Just a dexterity check real quick.
Uh, 15.
Okay. Is Wikipedia making an effort to avoid the blood, or are you just getting in there?
I was just getting in there.
Okay. You have a mage hand, so it's not like you have to be like getting all in there. But would Wikipedia make a effort to avoid the drip?
Does the blood like show? Would I even know? Does the blood like show up on me like over the invisibility? Like do people just see like the bloody hand, or does that kind of just become part of the invisibility? Because if I already knew that like it shows up, then I'm probably going to avoid it. But if not, then I don't care about getting messy. You know?
Yeah, no, you would probably know that magic blood of something not good, you probably don't want to get that on you when you're invisible. So with a 15, I would say you make an effort not to do that. Are you pulling a paint can out, just sticking it right in the bag?
Yeah, I'm going to pull my hand in, reach around for whatever I can feel, and grab out, and stick it into my bag on my waist.
Sweet.
And then go in again.
You stick your hand in. You can feel just on the first brush, there are 4 of these paint cans in here. Just by like you can hear them rattle around. You're like, oh, there's 4 of these. You grab the first one. Your fingers wrap around it, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yep. I can do that. No problem.
You got
15
this.
again.
Cool. Cool. You grab the can. Nobody can see it, but your eyes dilate. You can feel something otherworldly, like reach. Like as soon as you touch the metal, you can see like the runes on it flash like red very briefly, and something feels like it's like a worm has slipped under your fingernail, has traveled under your skin, up your arm, up your neck, and into your brain.
Ew.
And I need you to roll a D100 for me.
Oh no.
This is going to be our first roll on the badness table.
Okay.
What'd you get?
22.
22.
I don't like this.
I don't like this either.
I'm
I'm very scared.
Wikipedia, I'm going to send, or Tori, I'm going to send you something over Discord. What your long-term madness effect is. As you touch this, you get a flash of something like creeping into your mind. Um, and then yeah,
That's
all good things.
gross.
All good things. All good things.
Doesn't sound like it.
Oh,
All
no.
good things. Wikipedia, as you touch this can, you throw it into your bag, and as your fingers let go of it, you kind of like come back to yourself. You gasp and stumble back into like the back of the ship. You see that the crew down here hear like that little stumble. They kind of like look around real quick to see if they can see anything, and they don't see you. But you feel different. You feel like something has creeped into the darker corners of your mind, and you feel like even though there's an unconscious kobold, a conscious kobold, and a pirate down here, you feel like there's much more watching you from the corners of this cargo hold. And with that, we will end the session here, and we'll pick up next time to see if our pirates can get the rest of these abyssal paint cans out of the crate.
No.
And see if they can deliver it for a pretty penny. You know, make some big money off of this stuff.
They don't
I don't
know it
know
was
about
only
that.
one. They don't know it was only one. It was just one. It was just one. We're good.
That's true.
Oh,
But-
no.
Make sure that if you guys enjoy, make sure you're liking, subscribing to our channel so you can see more of all the craziness from invisible madness to floating rats. But until we meet again over another round at the Four Rings Inn.
Woo!
Yarr.